just like that, I have an upgrade. I've dulled the bright neon rave teal down to a dark blue. Still keeping the same color, just making it a lot duller. I've also spread the mithril around, as you can tell, for the arms and legs, and a bit on the chest, but I didn't quite have enough. Thankfully, however, the magical robe itself is very protective. And I figured, while I have the dye on hand, I figured I'd dye the cloak and helmet. So overall, I am far more suited to a nightscape in terms of stealth. Overall, not too shabby. Oh, hello there, let me get out of your way. Now then, as stated previously, this robe can hold 3 spells. The spells I've chosen are... where are they? Extended Monstrous Regeneration, which will last about a minute and a half-ish, a little bit less, and I'll gain 3 health every 6 seconds. Pretty good. Now, that will override my necklace, so I won't get 4, I'll only get 3. I've also got Heal on it, which, I mean, it's heal. It heals you to a full health. Fairly useful, I gotta say. And finally, Greater Sanctuary. This is a spell that I haven't really talked about, but it's very nice. It's effectively invisibility, but for divine classes. The caster becomes ethereal. No other creature can detect the caster. However, attacking or performing a hostile action will make the etherealness vanish. So yeah, it's pretty much the cleric's version of improved invisibility. And it lasts for a long time, 1 turn per level. Not caster level, actual level. And a turn is 1 minute, so that's gonna last 20 minutes. Unless I do something, to attack or whatnot. Either way though, this means when I use the robe, I'll get full health and regenerate whatever's left. Furthermore, I will be pretty much invisible. It's pretty good, and I put it on my hotbar here, so I am ready to go. Speaking of going, let's head due east and check out that island. Where is my friend? There he is. Gavalis. Once again, I need your ferry.
Welcome.
I would like to go to the island of the Estranged Town. Thank you for the pleasant trip, Cavalis. Now to explore and figure out just what's going on here. But first, prepare for the worst. And let's make it snappy, shall we? What? Bad pun? I'm not going to apologize. Fight me. Now what is this place, and what's the deal with these so-called winged elves? Ah, tracks. What can they tell me? This area is full of humanoid tracks. That is delightfully not helpful. That could mean anything from the winged elves, Sverfniblin, Duergar,
for it now! Attack!
Drow, and a trap. Very good, the trap's gone, but that Drow scout made me and ran off. So there is likely an ambush waiting for me now. Just what I need in my life. Let's use the lantern, see if there's anything invisible waiting for me. The answer is no. Oh, but I did just see a spell being cast around the corner. What else can I see from here? I see a tent, a fire pit, and a wagon, and that's it. So they're probably all waiting for me. Alright. Let's go invisible. 1 potion down. Ooh, handful of drow. Let's see if I can't get into the mouth of the cave here. Alright, what have we got? Oh my, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 drow and a hellhound in the back. The drow in red looks a bit more important than the others, so that will likely be the first target. How best to introduce myself? Well, I think an extended haste is in order, followed by divine favor, entropic shield, divine strength, and then finally a hammer of the gods to say hello, followed by a mace to the face. We done here? I think so. Oh, they finally broke my stone skin. I hadn't even noticed. Alright, what of the remains? I spy one. A meager set of half-plate. No thank you. The Hellhound. 10 gold. May as well. Not a copper wasted. A weapon rack. With a light crossbow 3 and a stack of poison bolts. That'll go into the bag of holding. Very useful for selling. A drow chest. Any noticeable traps? No. Ooh. A scroll of death armor. Worthless, but good for selling. Choking powder. 3 healer's kits of, well, +3. Potion of Lesser Restoration, 3 potions of Cure Critical, 3 potions of Cure Serious, and a potion of Antidotes. Not bad at all. I'll take the Potion of Restoration for now, and this is good to know. That's a lot of medicinal supplies here, so I will come back for that if I use up some of my own. Very good indeed. Well, well, we have winged elves. Interesting. Hello? 2 winged elves approach you. They move as if in a slight daze, and you notice that their wings are mottled and ragged, likely the result of too much time spent beneath the cold, dark earth. The male nods in greeting, his wings rustling slightly. Welcome to Shayari Fell, stranger. I am Skye, and this is Nairo. Despite his pleasant words, there is no joy in his voice. The female chimes in, her own voice echoing the sorrow etched on her face. You are welcome here, stranger. I'm sure you'll find our town quite beautiful despite its troubles. By troubles, do you mean the drow I just murdered? Ha ha ha. The drow are not the cause of our troubles. Not directly. In truth, we are quite fond of our dark cousins. Nairo nods in agreement. We have welcomed the drow here, just as we have welcomed you. You are all free to explore our beautiful town. Oh, sure, we'll call it that. But what exactly are flying elves doing in a place where they cannot fly? Skye gets a strange expression on his face, as if your words are stirring up thoughts and memories he can't quite grasp. He shakes his head, dispelling the strange stupor. Once we lived high in the mountains, soaring among the clouds and the gleaming spires of our glorious city. But now we live down here, Underdark, Cold, damp, dark. Far better, don't you think? Only a fool wants to fly free and touch the sky. It's obvious from his words that on some level he believes what he's saying, but it's also clear that on some level something is very wrong. You don't say. Are you two perhaps prisoners here? I won't tell anybody. Naira's brow furrows in confusion. What an odd thing to ask. These drow asked us the same question when they arrived. No, we are here because our queen brought us here. Ah. Yes, well, about the drow you mentioned, was it the group I just murdered? I can't tell you much. They said they were looking for something. Some type of artifact, I think. Isn't that strange? I can't even remember what they were looking for. How very odd. No matter. I suppose in any case, I told them that they should go speak with Queen Shaori about it. If you want to know what they were after, you should go speak with her as well. Huh. Strange you can't remember what you said 5 minutes ago to them. Maybe if I concentrate, I can remember. A spasm of pain flashes across the elf's features, only to be replaced by the familiar dazed expression. No, I'm sorry. Maybe Queen Shaori can help you. Yeah, you two aren't going to be very useful, are you? Where can I find your queen, then? Queen Shaori once dwelt within the castle, but she has abandoned it. Now, she lives in a secluded cave to the east of here. You can get there by going past the library. And why would she leave a castle? I don't know. She just wanted to be alone, I guess. It's too bad. If she had stayed, maybe the Driders wouldn't have moved in. Oh gods, Driders. Yes, Driders. Those hideous, horrible monsters that are half drow, half spider. The creatures stalk the streets looking for elves to feed on. They tend to stay near the palace, though they sometimes venture out in search of food. More than a few of my friends have been devoured by them. Then why do you stay here? Oh, we can never leave Shaori Fell. The very notion is... well, it just cannot be. It's like I told those drow who came through. We have to stay here in our city. Okay. Y'all are a few ounces short of a pint, so I'm gonna get going. Farewell, and please enjoy your stay in Shaori Fell. And if you run into those nice drow who were here before, tell them I hope they find what they were looking for. The drow are not having a good day. And if they were finding death at the hands of a giant mace, I mean, they found that. Are all of these elves just as useless?
Well met.
The drow who came through here hardly stopped long enough to chat. I think they were looking for something. Well, you're not necessarily wrong there, winged elf. Supplies. What about you sitting down? You look a bit different.
Well met.
This man frowns as you approach. What's this? Another customer? I hate dealing with customers, but it's the only way to get rid of all of my inventory. Oh, are you some kind of merchant? I'm Gilton, the shopkeeper for this town. Everyone who wants something comes and talks to me about it. Oh, may I see what you have? Can I see what you're selling? I'm a little bit curious. What? You think I have my inventory just sitting nearby to show potential customers? Why would I do that? No. My inventory is scattered all over the place. Better that way. It was a real pain for a while, back when I still had a lot of stock, but I've managed to get rid of just about everything. Now my inventory is almost gone, just the way I like things. In fact, the only thing I have left is a single piece of a broken mirror. It isn't worth much, hardly anything at all, to be honest. That's why it's so hard to get rid of. You're not much of a businessman, are you, Gilton? Hey, don't you tell me how to run my shop. I've managed to bring myself to the brink of abject poverty, and I did it without your help. So mind your own business. What, you're glad that you're on the brink of abject poverty? Of course. Why else do you think I went into the business? Things were tough for a while, profits and wealth, but ever since we moved the town down here, things have been much better. His face gets a strange expression on it, as if his own words don't quite ring true in his ears. Then, with a start, his face clears. I'll be out of business soon if everything goes as planned. I mean, if all you've got left is a mirror shard, I guess I'll take that from you if you want. He shakes his head in disgust. Another customer, another sale? Why do I put up with this? I can't wait until all my inventory is gone. Okay, here's the deal. You give me something worth less than a piece of broken glass, and I'll give you the mirror shard. At least, I'll tell you where it is. I don't have my inventory on me. You want something worth less than the shard? Of course, trading down. That's how the game is played. You give me something worth even less than the broken mirror, and I'll tell you where to find the mirror. I'm like, what's worth less than a piece of a broken mirror? Therein lies the problem. Hardly anything is worth less than a bit of broken glass. A rusty cup? No, it can hold water or wine. A handful of dirt? No, it can be used to grow a plant. It isn't easy to find something worth less than a piece of broken glass. Maybe something damaged or destroyed, like a burnt piece of paper. Oh, what about this? I have a cursed piece of gold I can give you. Cursed, you say? Normally a gold piece would be far too valuable for me to accept, but if it's cursed, I could reconsider. How does the curse work? Well, you see, it brings poverty to anyone who freely and knowingly accepts it. Well, that is an unusual curse. Only works if the person knows about it beforehand? Well, I can see how that coin wouldn't be valuable at all. We have a deal. In exchange for your offer, I'll tell you where to find the mirror shard. Now, I don't remember exactly where I hid it, but this compass can help you find it. Just activate it, and it will begin to flash. The closer you are to the shard, the faster it will flash. Use the compass as your guide. Move around slowly, and once you're close up to the mirror shard, you'll find it. Now that we've concluded our business, I truly don't have anything of value left to trade. And I don't need you around anymore, so you can go away. Sure. Goodbye. Good. Goodbye. The man goes back to what he was doing, which apparently was nothing. What have I got? Merchant's Compass. This magical compass will help direct you to the item it is key to. In this case, a shard of broken glass. When activated, the compass will flash periodically. The closer you are to the desired item, the faster it will flash. Why would there be a magic compass keyed to a piece of glass? Now I have to know. What's with this piece of glass? Oh. Okay. Flashing very slowly. Alright. Does it get faster if I go north? Not really. Let's go east. Oh. Oh, hello. Flashing faster. Even faster. Oh. Is it inside this building, then? It might be. Let's check it out. What have we in here? This might be the library that was mentioned briefly. Hello.
I greet you.
Oh, hello, sir. The man in this room snaps smartly to attention as you enter. Hold on a second. You can't just go in here. This library is a public place. Come back when we're closed. What is wrong with you? That doesn't make any sense. He nods, mulling over your words. Yes, that does seem a bit illogical, doesn't it? Suddenly, a spasm of pain grips him, and when he shakes his head, his moment of lucidity is gone. My name is Ulithar, and I've got a job to do here protecting this library. I have to keep people out. I gotta protect them from the dangers inside. I have to make sure my wife doesn't hurt them. What's so bad about your wife? Why would she hurt them? His face twists into a mask of revulsion. My wife has lost her mind. She is insane and, well, she's become a monster. A terrible, deadly creature whose very gaze can turn a man to stone. Oh, joy. A Medusa. Again. Before we came to this place, she was a librarian, and the most beautiful of all the That's what they were called. Avariel. Anyways, she loved her books, and she loved me, but something transformed her into a foul Medusa. I know there is some kind of curse on her, on everyone in this strange town, but I can't... He pauses, and his face twists in agony. It hurts to think of such things. All I know is that before we came here, my only goal in life was to protect my beautiful my beautiful Quathala. I saw a QU and thought queen for some reason. Now my sole purpose is to protect others from her and her madness. I know a Medusa deserves only death, but I spoke to her after she changed, and inside she is still the woman I loved, though the change has stripped away her sanity. Huh, speaking to a Medusa, that's a neat trick, without the whole, turning into a, lawn fixture. He enters with a sarcastic laugh. That's the great joke of all of this. My wife became a mad Medusa, and her makeup was transformed into a potion that allowed me to safely gaze upon her. That would have been helpful last year. Anyways, there is powerful magic at work here. Magic that likes to twist and taunt us. Yeah, his words are cut off as he doubles over in pain. After a second, he composes himself again. In the room to the southern side of the library, the room I once shared with my wife, there is a potion that allows you to look upon her without fear of being turned to stone. But the effect is temporary, and the potion is almost gone. That's why I stay out here. That, and the fact that Quathala has lost much of her sanity, isn't safe to deal with her. Well, you seem to be having your moments of sanity a bit more often than the two outside. Can you tell me about yourself? I'm nothing special. Before we came down here, my wife was my whole world. I worked with her here in her library, helping her by greeting the people who came in the door. Wow, what a difficult job you had. All I wanted out of life was to protect my wife, but ever since she changed, all I can do is try to protect the others from her. I see, and do you perhaps know how everyone's down here? I don't know. It just happened in an instant. In a flash, we were ripped from the lofty heights of our mountain homes and cast down here into the darkness. I could bear it easily enough if that was all that had happened, but the magic that brought us down here also transformed my wife. From a beautiful woman into a hideous monster. Right, I'll be going then. That's probably for the best. Goodbye. Right then. Southern side of the library. Okay. Better safe than sorry. Potion. Oh, I think I briefly saw her. Not that sure I'd be looking. Oh. Okay, up there she is, Okay, don't look. There's the door. And... close. Mated, alright. Potion. Here. Aha! Potion of sight warding. This potion grants the user complete protection from the petrifying gaze of a Medusa, though the effects are temporary. That would have been amazingly useful last year. Alchemist Fire, Fire Agates, and some Thieves' Tools. I care not. Okay, let's try to speak with an insane Medusa. Lovely. See if this really does work. not turned to stone yet. Hello?
Who comes this way?
The Medusa turns to face you, seemingly oblivious to the fact that you are now immune to her gaze. The snakes of her hair give a little hiss, though it isn't entirely unfriendly.
Hello and welcome to the library. My name is
I can words, I promise.
My name is Quathala.
Okay, I cannot do that voice. My throat is not up for that. I'm in charge here. So I'm sorry, but as you can see from the books, the books can't be checked out right now. I have to burn them. Okay, if you're a librarian, why are you burning the books? Your question seems to confuse her. What? What else would I do with them? I'm a librarian after all. Burning books is just part of the job. Though it wasn't always this way. I used to be something else. I used to do something else with them, I think. Her face clouds with confusion, then becomes very sad. I don't have a choice. I don't want to burn the books, but I have to. Why do you have to? Can I help with that? She shakes her serpentine locks. No, I don't think anyone can help me. I know what I've become. I've seen my own reflection in this mirror shard. I thought I could turn myself to stone. Oh, hey, mirror shard, you don't say. But it didn't work. Maybe because the mirror is broken. I don't know. Now I keep the shard with me to remind me of what I've become. It seems a bit unhealthy, but I can't help myself. I mean, I'll take it from you. I am genuinely curious about this thing. I'm not just going to give my mirror shard to you. It isn't worth much, but it does have some sentimental value. Maybe we could play a game for it. You don't really need a constant reminder of what you've become. You really should just give the shard to me, lady. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm dwelling on what I've become too much. It's enough to drive a woman mad. Here, take the shard. Now please excuse me. I have to get back to burning these books. Busy, busy, busy. That's the lot of the librarian. Yeah, by the way. Burned book. Anything else in here? It appears not. Let's get out of here before that potion wears off. And close. Hey, buddy.
I greet you.
Back again? Look, my job is to warn people about going into the library, and I've already warned you about my wife. You don't want to tangle with Quathala. I mean, I spoke with her. The guard's eyes get misty. You spoke with Quathala? Then you can see she's plenty mad, but don't hurt her, I beg you. She wasn't always like this, and maybe someday, if this nightmare ends, then we can be together again. Relax, things will get better. Probably, maybe. I hope you're right, I really do. Yeah, alright, well. Awkward. What is this thing? There it is. Mirror shard. This appears to be a piece of broken glass, as if from a mirror. Although you can't be certain, it seems as if the images in the surface are twisted and warped in a strange and bizarre ways. Perhaps this shard comes from a mirror with magical properties. Interesting. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Tell me what the hell is going on.